unfortunately, the world of work now has painted itself into the following corner. Is it work from home or is it return to office?
Yeah.
And we're seeing examples of both of those out there. Amazon announcing, of course, hey, you're not in the office Jan 1, you're out. Other companies saying, no, we're completely all remote. We think actually there's a new way, a third way.
And I'd love to hear about that, but I'll tell you, one of the things I've heard from two different CEOs is thank you, Amazon, for forcing people to come back to work because I get to steal all those amazing employees who don't want to go back to the office.
We're actually seeing that already, Peter. We're seeing that. We're seeing actually, we literally just hired somebody from Amazon who did not want to go back to work. And so we did not seek out to get that person, but that person became available once that return to work, return to office policy kicked in, and they themselves put themselves on the job market. So we're seeing the impact of that. And I think this false choice of either return to office and everyone's in the old way of doing things or remote first. I want to say that even before COVID, we were already on this track of doing things a different way. This was not just because of COVID.
Technology enables it all.
Technology enables it, but also we have to think about the person themselves. We call it 3 C's. We think about collaboration, Peter, and collaboration is about all the different disciplines. I'll ask Nadia in a minute to elaborate on that, different disciplines we bring together. We talk about customer. You know what it means when you don't have to be in an office? It means you can actually embed yourself with the customers. Recently, a 5-person team from our company embedded itself for 2 weeks at one of our customers inside their offices. You know what it means to a customer for a team to go and take the time and live essentially with them? With another one of our partners, we're actually going to permanently embed about 10 of our employees in their various offices around the world. Permanently, that's going to be their place of work, is going to be the partners' offices, not one of our hubs or locations. And then, of course, you have community. Our mantra, Peter, here is work where you thrive. That is, don't uproot somebody and have to bring them over to Mountain View to eat burritos every day when they were in a great city in their country or their city where they have their support structure. They have their in-laws to take care of the kids. They have the university that they know, that where they cultivate new talent to bring into our company, where they have their community and they can engage with that community and bring in new ideas and customers from that community. That's about work where you thrive. So
I just want to ask you a quick question. Why do you think Amazon is literally forcing people to come back to work? What's their thesis there? What do they believe?
Yeah, not to comment on Amazon specifically, but in general, I think why we're seeing a lot of large companies go with RTO is that, number one, they have a sunk investment, right? In other words, they have some sunk costs in huge infrastructure.
Sure.
Often they own these buildings or have very long-term leases to these massive buildings all around the world and certainly in their headquarter locations. And that is an asset that needs to be used or something's going to happen to it. It's not a great time right now to try to sell these things because, of course, many other companies are not using these kinds of platforms. And so, one reason I think we're seeing it is people want to leverage the investment they've made prior to COVID, and then during COVID, things continued. Number two, I would say, is there's a lot of traditional thinking, really, just to be honest with you, around, people need to be in one space. And I understand people say, hey, there's a spontaneity when you're physically in the same place. We agree with that. That's why work from home alone is a fail. We agree, Peter, with the contention that just working from home, just working remotely does not work.
Yeah, I mean, when you're working from home, you're lonely, you're cut off. It doesn't give you a through line in the keel. But at the same time, returning to the office doesn't. I mean, I loved your point about actually assuming everybody's an adult and that they can, if they've got key objectives they have to hit, allow them to manage themselves. If you don't have that belief of them, they shouldn't be working for you.